We had some other stuff here. One of the guys that watches our shit on TikTok and messages me quite a bit. Barry Lee Cusick, I think that's how you say his name. He wanted our thoughts on One Flew Over a Cuckoo's Nest. He kept trying to send me a video to Stitch or something, but it kept blocking it and taking it down. But he was trying to get my thoughts on this specifically Brad Dourif's, his character and that whole suicide scene.
I
So,
was trying to relate how that had to do anything
Yeah,
with horror. Like, what? Why would
Yeah.
you ask a horror podcast?
yeah,
Yeah.
I understand now. I get the
yeah, yeah.
correlation.
So, yeah,
God, it's been forever since I've seen that.
Yeah.
it's
I'd
one of
like
my
to have.
favorite movies ever. I bought it on every format except for 4K recently. But yeah, I mean, what's he like specifically asking? Just what I
he
What's
think.
your
just what
thoughts?
he wanted to know, like what we thought about it, the impact of it had on you the first time you watched it, that kind
Well,
of
it's one
stuff.
of those movies I watched with my dad when I was a kid, so it was like a special thing, because I didn't get to watch a lot of rated R movies until I was much older. So, and my dad was a huge Jack Nicholson fan, so he let me watch it with him. But yeah, I mean, as a kid, I remember it was very traumatic that you start to like those guys a lot, right?
Yeah.
And then that kid doesn't do anything wrong. He doesn't do anything wrong. Nothing. Everything was he had consent from the woman. He
Mhm.
was just a young guy that was a little confused about what he was supposed to do in life and was shit on by his mother. Your Brad Dourif's character is what I'm talking about.
Right.
And yeah, when he kills himself, it's strictly as Nurse Ratchet pushing him over the edge. It's fucking
Mhm.
traumatic and it's sad and it's some of the best acting that guy's ever done or ever will do probably. And he's a great actor. Not taking anything
Yeah.
away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a traumatic thing and he's fantastic in it. So, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, it was one of my favorite movies, and it still is. Yeah, I don't have a lot. I mean, he did great. He always does great. The
yeah,
Brad Dourif
Awesome.
deserves a lifetime achievement award, as far as I'm concerned. The
Yeah.
yeah.
dude's done so much great shit. Um, but yeah, Jason, sometimes things do go into weird territories through the TikTok shit. Like, another thing I wanted to clear up is there was a debate from based on last month's episode. Lisa and Elliot talked about which was better, Jackie Brown or True Romance. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? Because that was kind of going around a little bit.
They're great movies, both of them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Equally great, but True Romance is fantastic. I mean, I love Jackie Brown, but I think True Romance is fucking epic. So that's one I would go with.
Yeah. I don't know which one's better. I like them about the same. I mean, they're vaguely Quentin Tarantino, right? Like he wrote them. They're
Well,
not.
he wrote
He directed Jackie
True
Brown.
Romance. He didn't direct True Romance. That was Ridley
Mhm.
Scott. He wrote the screenplay for Jackie Brown, but it was written by Elmore Leonard. It was
Okay.
originally titled Rum Punch, and he directed that one. So
Oh, did he?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it's a little
Well,
weird. His whole thing is a little odd, but yeah, he both of those movies have his flavor in it for sure.
mm.
So
Yeah, I just wanted to go over a few of these different things that have popped up since the last episode. I did post a clip up from one of our past brackets that was which movie's better. I put a little TikTok poll up. Randy believed that Jason X was better than Freddy's Dead. I think everybody else was kind of more like Freddy's Dead's better. But according to the TikTok poll, Jason X is the better film. So I don't, I could go either way on it.
Okay.
Depends on the day.
All right.
Um, um, we asked the group which movie they thought would be ranked better, and Deep House was expected to rank higher. So what do you think? Did that happen?
no,
I
No,
mean, it was a
no,
5 for me.
no, I
I gave
didn't.
it an 8.
I
Yeah,
went in that expecting it to be a lot better. Disappointed on that one.
all right.
Oh,
so,
But
The Night Eats the World had 3 7s, and then
yeah,
your
that one definitely got the
so
better. But yeah, other than that, I have a few upcoming things. Jason used to throw out the theatrical releases and stuff like that. I just happened to look them up just to see. And Scream 6 is in theaters March 31st. April 14th is when Renfield hits the theaters, and April 21st is when Evil Dead Rise is in the theaters. Um, a few Blu-ray releases coming up. March 14th, Shout Factory has Razorback coming out from 1984.
That's a big
March 21st, you can get Megan from Universal. And March 28th, you can get Chucky season 2 from Universal. So
that was a hell of a season.
if you
That's a good
like,
show.
What are you guys expecting of Evil Dead Rise?
I expect it to be
I've only
like,
seen the one
um,
trailer or whatever, and nothing looked like a Deadite to me.
no, I think it's going to be really derivative of Demons 2.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
yeah.
It's gonna give a Demons 2 vibe, but is it like a continuation sort of the remake, or is this like its own thing?
To me, I think it's its own thing. I haven't seen anybody definitively say it's connected to
Because like, the book it doesn't
other
look
than
like
the
it doesn't look
Necronomicon.
like Bruce Campbell's book,
Mm.
Yeah.
It looks sort of more like the remake one that was just like flesh.
I mean,
Yeah.
where's the Deadites floating in the air? Where
Yeah,
is that?
right.
Uh,
I
Like
think
that's what
that's
I
what the
want.
mom's gonna
you know,
do.
as long as it's close enough, I'm fine with it. Because me and Rajan just watched that. What was that weird Evil Dead spinoff?
Oh,
Fucking
the
what's
Japanese
it? What's it
muscle
Where they're in a
called? Yeah,
cabin.
bodybuilder in hell.
They're in a
yeah. Japanese bodybuilder. God, what the fuck's the name of
It's
that thing?
crazy. It's Japanese bodybuilder in hell or
Yeah,
something.
something like
yeah.
that.
That's
Yeah, I
about
remember
as
you.
close as I
we're
can
not
get.
talking about the same movie then.
No, this is a
It was
Japanese. They
funny.
call it the Japanese Evil Dead, and it very much feels like a mix of that Japanese movie House,
Mhm.
or Husu or Hausu or whatever,
House you
and Evil Dead. I mean, there's definitely some
for sure.
direct, like, this is a Evil Dead reference, like down to, doesn't he have a necklace that he also gets his girlfriend
I think
or
so.
something? There's definitely something
And
like,
it's real short, so like
yeah,
Is it
it's
a
like an hour.
magnifying glass? That's why
It's something like that. It's
I got a girlfriend with one of those magnified necklaces because our like the first date or something we watched Evil Dead, so I thought I was just gonna
uh,
paint the box
so
like they had it all
romantic.
painted. Ah.
I'll bury you whenever.
I'll cut your head off.
Yeah.